and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you my 35-week pregnancy update. I am right at the end of my 35th week of pregnancy, and I am feeling it. I feel big and tired, but I'll get into that in just a second. I'm going to go through all of my questions like I normally do. The first question is about the baby's size. The baby is the size of a honeydew. The baby's kidneys are developed and he is in about a quart of amniotic fluid at this point, which apparently decreases constantly until you give birth. My next question is about total weight gain. So right now I weigh 210, which is a total weight gain so far of 30 pounds. My next question is about maternity clothes, and yes, I'm definitely in maternity clothes, although I'll be excited when I can wear normal clothes again. My next question is about sleep, and my sleep has been okay. It has been getting harder to sleep at night just because now my stomach is bigger and I'm feeling more uncomfortable in that regard. I have been taking Unisom because I will definitely get sleep then, but if I have to get up early and I have trouble sleeping, it just makes for a really long day because I'm really tired and exhausted and I can only have a certain amount of caffeine, so that has been hard. My next question is about the best moment this week, and that would definitely be my maternity pictures. We had a lot of fun doing my maternity pictures, but I'm also just really glad that they are over. My last video I talked about just being sick of doing and taking pictures, especially now because I don't feel like my normal self. I feel really large and uncomfortable, so I would like to just be done doing pictures for a while. So the next time we'll have to do anything will be newborn, and hopefully I won't be in a lot of those. So it's really a horrible thing to say, but it's how I feel right now. I don't want to do any more pictures. I feel disgusting. I'm also very tired all the time. I do have little spurts of energy here and there, but not a lot of that. I'm also still feeling the effects of relaxin. Sometimes it's no big deal, but I experienced this with my first pregnancy, so I know what it is. I know why it's happening. It's just strange when it does happen and having to deal with it. This week I've definitely noticed the baby moving with less sharp of movements. I think he's probably getting squished in there. I know he is really large. When I had my last ultrasound at my OB, he was definitely measuring bigger than a baby for that gestational age. I think he was like the 80th or 90th percentile for boy fetuses in that gestational period. So I have a feeling like he's gonna be pretty big. My first son was 8.5 pounds, so they told me that he could end up being just about that size. He could be bigger, smaller. They said that it changes a lot as they continue to grow and progress through your pregnancy, so I guess we'll just have to wait till he's born to find out. I have been experiencing numb hands when I'm waking up, and I had horrible carpal tunnel in my first pregnancy, and it started at about 33 weeks and it got really progressively worse. I ended up getting cortisone injections right around 36 weeks. So I'm almost to that point now, but the pain is not nearly as bad. With my first pregnancy, I was working out a lot, and you know, that involved gripping and holding onto weights a lot more than, you know, I do now, which is never. During my first pregnancy, I worked out all the time and I was still lifting weights and gripping them. And I think that that made my carpal tunnel even worse. I do type a lot at the computer for work, so that could definitely contribute to it as well. But I'm starting to feel my hands getting numb at night, but usually when I switch sides, it's normally the side that I'm laying on. It will be that arm and hand that's getting really numb. So if I switch to the other side, then typically that goes away. But I'm just about in my last month of pregnancy, so that's when the baby starts gaining more weight and you start having more fluid buildup. So it makes a lot of sense. My next question is about cravings, and I have definitely been craving dairy products. I've always been a fan of ice cream, but I've definitely wanted ice cream more lately. And I usually eat yogurt, but I definitely have wanted yogurt and cheese more lately this last week as well. My next question is about aversions, and I haven't had many food aversions lately, but I've definitely been having aversions to smells. Things that didn't gross me out before, like cologne or body spray or lotions, just certain smells really gross me out to a point where I feel nauseous and like I might throw up. I don't remember experiencing that with my first pregnancy, but this last week in this pregnancy, definitely been experiencing that. My next question is gender. We know we are having a boy. This will be my second boy. And then the next question is about labor signs, and I didn't talk about that in previous videos because it's so not applicable, I feel like, in the first couple trimesters typically for people, but when you get to the third trimester it does pop up a little bit more. And I haven't had any labor signs. I haven't had Braxton Hicks or anything like that. It's weird because, especially now, I'm watching all of these labor and delivery vlogs, which I plan on filming one too, but when they talk about Braxton Hicks and then they having contractions, like, I've experienced it, so I know what contractions are gonna feel like. But anytime I have like a twinge or a pain, I'm always like, wait, did that feel like a contraction? Like, I know it's not, but in my head I'm like thinking it or second guessing it because I haven't felt that pain in so long. So I'm not having any labor signs, and hopefully won't for a while. My next question is about what I miss, and I don't normally think about or associate missing sushi with pregnancy, but for some reason I have really wanted sushi, and California rolls just ain't gonna cut it. So real sushi is what I've been missing a little bit this week, but I don't have much longer before I can enjoy that again. And also wine. As I've talked about in other videos, I enjoy drinks and I really would like to have some wine. My next question is about what I'm looking forward to, and that would just be baby actually being here. And now that I have all of my time figured out and plotted with work, I'm also really excited to be off of work for a while. I know, you know, people think, oh, you're having a baby and you're not going to be at work. Well, I shouldn't say people. Some people think. I think probably people especially who have never been pregnant or given birth, or have never had a wife or girlfriend or anybody or partner be pregnant and give birth, or people who don't have children. They think you're just going to be off of work and it's going to be great and you're going to relax the whole time. Obviously, no, you're not. There's going to be a lot of healing going on and a lot of sleeplessness with the newborn. But I am looking forward to having that element of stress from work being taken out of the equation for a while. So it's just about, you know, the baby and me healing and my family and getting to that point where that's what I'm worrying about day to day for a while, instead of everything else going on at work and dealing with that. I am planning on working up to almost my 40-week point, just the way with my off days, how they're working out. I'll be able to start my actual leave time on my due date, but still have a couple days before that. So we'll see how it goes. I have really felt, especially getting toward the end of this pregnancy, that he's going to be early. I don't know why I think that, but I just think he might be. If you do have a Target registry, I just want to share really quickly with what I got in my little welcome bag from my Target registry. If you're going to be picking one up, you can kind of see what you might be getting ahead of time, because most people watching this are probably pregnant. There are a couple little samples. One is for Palmer's Cocoa Butter Stretch Mark Formula Lotion, and then just like a little sample of Aquaphor Baby. There are a couple different bottles in here. One is the Dr. Brown's bottle in the 4-ounce, and then there's also a Phillips Avent bottle in there. I like having a couple different brands around to use and try. Phillips Avent bottle in there. I like having a couple different brands around to use and try. And I do really like the Dr. Brown's, especially if you have a baby that spits up a lot or has a really strong sucking action. They work really well with that. But I think always with baby bottles, it's just trial and error, kind of like pacifiers, seeing what your baby's gonna like and what's gonna work for you. There are samples of diapers. So this one is the Target brand diaper. It has size 1. And there's 2 diapers in there. And then there's also a sample of Honest Company diapers, so there's one diaper and then some Honest wipes in there. There's also a sample of water wipes, which, ooh, there's also a coupon on the back for $1 off of water wipes on this package. There's also a couple samples of nursing pads from Lancelin and little sanitizing wipe from Baby Yannick's, and then a Johnson's bedtime bath and a Vino Baby little samples. And then there was one pacifier. It is the Nook brand. And then they also give you a little coupon book just full of different coupons for things that your baby may like. And I really like that in this coupon book they have a 50% off of a Starbucks beverage. So if you go into the store and you're working on your registry, you can get yourself half off of a drink at Starbucks, which is really nice. So lastly, I'm going to show you my bump. So for right at the end of 35 weeks. Also, something I forgot to mention, black is like my new favorite color to be wearing. This is my stomach from the front. This side. And the other side. And the front again. Don't know how I can get much bigger, but apparently I can. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are also pregnant and on a pregnancy journey, I would love if you followed along with me and mine, and I'll also be doing more videos, definitely a labor and delivery vlog, but then also more newborn related videos and baby related videos. So I would love if you would consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Bye.